So, people want me to come in here and weigh in on the Monique Breakfast Club interview, as well as Monique and her exchange with Whoopi Goldberg on The View. If you've been watching my videos, then you know when Monique first came out and asked for the boycott of Netflix, I came in and gave my opinion about that. And said I support her. I don't fully agree with boycotting Netflix, but I do support this stance that she's taking. After watching the interview, it just solidified my stance that I'm taking per why I support what she's doing. Now, she is in a situation where you have Charlemagne the God, Leonard or Leonard, if you will. He gave her Donkey of the Day, and she was pretty pissed off about that. Now, she goes on here and tries to get him to justify why he gave her Donkey of the Day. And he makes his attempts to justify it, which is the same thing you're seeing um, black people say about her. Amy Schumer was hot. Chris Rock was hot. Dave Chappelle, they hot. They all hot comics. Even though he said he didn't think Amy Schumer was funny, he did give Amy Schumer credit for being hot. Now, what Charlemagne didn't mention, and what I haven't seen anybody really mention at all, is the fact that when Amy Schumer came out and they gave her that first, they offered her that first deal. I forget. I think it may have been $10 million. It may have been that. But she came out and spoke out against gender pay inequality, and she was able to finesse that other $3 million. Nobody's talking about that at all. And Monique didn't even mention it. I don't understand why nobody's talking about that, but Amy Schumer did that. She came out here and said, well, this ain't enough. Y'all giving Dave Chappelle this amount. Well, y'all not about to give me no goddamn 10, half, when I'm out here in these streets, basically, getting it in. So Netflix went on ahead and gave that to the white woman, gave her extra pay. Nobody's talking about that. But Monique was offered a significantly less figure than $13 million or even $10 million, right? I imagine if they would have offered her $10 million, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But they offered her significantly less than $10 million, and actually offered some years back offered Wanda Sykes $250,000, which Charlemagne explained that away too. He just explained all of these things away as to how people just supposed to basically take it, just take it in and keep moving, right? This is what he's doing the whole time. And the contract reads that over a 2 year amount of time, you can't use the material that you're getting. So basically, you come in, you sign up with us, you do these jokes for us. Well, I have the rights to the material that you're speaking. I have the rights to it for 2 years. So, to us, we're looking at this thing like, well, shit, $500,000, shit, man, that's good money. That's really $250,000 a year. And Monique's like, well, nah, that doesn't make any fucking sense to me personally. We can talk about this shit, especially when I'm trying to figure out why you offer me this and you're telling me about accolades. Well, I got accolades. This is comedy. I wish she would have brought up Chris Tucker. I wish she would have mentioned Chris Tucker, because I don't know what Chris Tucker got for his comeback Netflix stand-up special. I don't know what he got exactly, but I'm willing to bet money on it that it wasn't no $500,000. I'm willing to bet money on that. And Chris Tucker hadn't did shit since the last Rush Hour he did. Maybe the third Rush Hour. They're talking about doing a fourth one. That's neither here nor there, but that's the last shit he did, and I'm sure they didn't run up on Chris Tucker and offer him no 500K. I'm almost certain they did. But that's what Monique's supposed to take. That's what she's supposed to accept, per y'all black folk who have no value in yourselves. So therefore, you won't have any. You don't think Monique should have value in herself too. And as I'm looking at this interview, and she's talking about why people are saying she's so difficult to work with, I'm just sitting here like, well, it sounds like to me that she's standing up for black people in all different avenues. Even an assistant that works for her, There's certain things that Monique ain't gonna take. And you can make that. You know, people want to call that being difficult to work with. Well, it's really just standing up for yourself. And if you're a black person, if you've stood up for yourself in whether it be at work, um, whether it be in school systems, no matter where it is, you will be looked at as difficult if you do not take the shit that they putting on your plate and eat it with a smile on your face. That's how it works. Black people. You cannot sit out here and talk about racism, white supremacy, and then tell Monique she needs to stop talking about this shit. She's exposing a reality. Telling her to shut up about it would be like somebody coming to tell you to shut up about racism and white supremacy because it's not that heavy. It's not affecting you, so why would you talk about it? And most of y'all black people got that mentality. Most of y'all act like that. Not affecting you. You don't give a fuck about it. It doesn't even matter to you in any type of way if it's not affecting you directly. And sometimes even if it is affecting you directly, most times actually, you'll put your fucking head down and eat your plate of shit with a smile on your face. And because you act like that, you telling Monique she should act like that as well. Hmm. And even in this interview, she's saying that, and she has her husband there, who's her manager, which some people was even commenting on that and saying that's a bad idea. And they were going ham on her for calling this dude daddy on the radio. I mean, just finding all different types of reasons to continue to be against Monique. A woman that's married and seems to be happy in her marriage right now. Y'all got a problem with that. Single people in particular who want to be married, y'all got a problem with her calling her husband daddy. Like that's something y'all using against her. It's ridiculous what black people are doing and how they're doing it. But white folk didn't treat Amy Schumer like that when she came out here and said that she deserved more money. They didn't do that. They didn't do that at all. And she's even saying, well, in a 2 years time, I can make at least 4 times more than $500,000 on my own. Because Charlemagne kept disrespecting the venues in which she was in little clubs and stuff like that. But she said I can make $2 million in 2 years on my own without Netflix giving me a fourth of what I would make for comedy for stand up comedy in 2 years. And don't nobody want to even act like this shit ain't even like it's not really happening. She's producing the receipt. She done showed you the contract in which they asked her to sign, and they said it was non-negotiable. It was non-negotiable. But y'all want her to be okay with that, which she said, well, I'm going to still do my thing anyway. A lot of people getting on there talking about, oh, well, she ain't talking about what she is doing. Well, she actually did say, but you motherfuckers don't want to listen because you're already being against her. She did say that she's been doing clubs, comedy, stand-up comedy at clubs. That's what she's doing. She don't look like she's hurting. She don't seem to be calling for no bankruptcy or nothing like that. But y'all assuming she's so broke, she got to take whatever Hollywood give her and take that shit and just suck it up. That doesn't make any sense. She even said that she's gonna have a comedy special coming out. That's what she said she's gonna do. She said that. Regardless of Netflix, she's gonna get her some shit jumped off. I fucks with that. People don't like Monique, so they don't like her talking about this. Well, let's go to somebody y'all do like. Let's go to somebody y'all do like. What about Viola Davis? Y'all like her pretty good? She seems like she's a pretty good person, right? Y'all seem to be cool with Viola Davis. She's cool, right? Let me read y'all what Viola Davis said. This is February 15th, 2018. This is this year. It says here, in a conversation with Tina Brown as a part of the Women in the World Salon in Los Angeles this week, Tony, Emmy, Oscar winner Viola Davis spoke honestly and passionately about the unequal opportunities and compensation for women of color in Hollywood, contrasting the gender pay gap and the racial pay gap. Davis said, we won't talk about gender inequality of pay because a lot of women who step forward, and I stand in solidarity with them, okay? What they are getting paid, which is half of what a man is getting paid, well, we get probably a tenth of what a Caucasian woman gets, and I'm number one on the call sheet, and then I go in and have to hustle for my worth. Now, y'all like Viola Davis. Is she crazy too? Should she just chill? Because Viola Davis been getting these roles. She's been getting roles for years. There has been no gap in her, actually being out here. How to Get Away with Murder. She got shows. She got Fences. She in movies and on shows all the time. And she even talking about it. Y'all like her. What y'all got to say about Viola? She different? Oh, okay. She's a completely different. She's talking about something different than what Monique is talking about because y'all don't like Monique. And people said she was hard to work with. Huh. And she keeps bringing it up. She shouldn't even be talking about it. Hmm. And this is y'all so-called pro-blacks is saying this. So-called pro-blacks telling this black woman that she need to suck it up. But Viola Davis is cool because y'all like Viola. Y'all ain't really saying much. Ain't nobody going ham on Viola telling her she should take whatever the fuck they give you because you ain't did no work in a while. Well, she's been working. So what the fuck y'all got to say to her? It was a white girl who came out, white woman, the black woman who played in, God damn it, um, she played in the movie Hidden Figures. Let me pull let me pull her up because I just thought about this. Hidden Figures, the cast. Who is the cast? This black woman right here. Damn, what's her damn name? Let me go to the cast because I want to say her name right. Is Octavia Spencer. That's her name. A white woman had to come up and basically say to it was on I think it's a movie that she coming out with. She said that if she don't get paid what I get paid, I ain't fucking with y'all. That's what the white woman did. So this Octavia Spencer saying the same thing. And actually Octavia, she was crying and made a big thing out of it and everything, which is fine. I'm fine with that. I actually made the example that this is one of the type white folk y'all need to invite to the goddamn cookout that y'all be having, because at least she put her neck out there for somebody black. That's the least that she could at least did that. Use her privilege to help black people. If you want to be a white ally, you white folk, well, that's the type shit you do. All right. But this is happening out here. So it's happening to Octavia, happening to Viola, and these women are in the game. They hot. Still happening though. But Monique's supposed to be quiet about it because she's hard to work with. And she played in Precious. I even seen people that was mad that she played the character she played in Precious. They were mad that that movie that she put that out here because it was bad for the culture. No, that's a reality that y'all black people keep wanting to fucking deny, which is why our little girls are running around out here getting molested and being raped by people in their fucking families every goddamn day because y'all don't even want to talk about it. Y'all don't even want to deal with it. All y'all want to talk about is what R. Kelly doing. Not your uncle, granddaddy, cousin. Nobody want to talk about that. But this movie, Precious, was negative. It shined a light on this dysfunctional ass bullshit that's going on out here that a lot of black girls are experiencing, a lot of black kids are experiencing in these households. These sick, dysfunctional ass households. But this is what the fuck, y'all, it just don't make sense to me, man. People saying everything negative they can about Monique right now. Everything they possibly can. She goes on The View, right? You have Whoopi Goldberg telling her that she should have called her, and um, if she would have called, Whoopi would have told her how to deal with white Hollywood. Basically, I'd have told you how to deal with the contracts and all that shit. This is how Whoopi deals. She marries this guy, Ted Danson, her boo. Married him. Him in fucking blackface with white lips for God's sakes, and she just sitting down here with the coon face on. And this is the woman. If you want to deal with inequality or something like that, this is the woman that y'all are looking to for her to. And look at Whoopi. This is what she is. And this is the woman this who you call, if you talking about racial inequality, you call Whoopi, who's now on The View, a white-owned show, and she's controlled opposition. That's what she is. That's what she is. She gets to coon sometimes, she gets to not coon sometimes, but she can't be full-blown against white supremacy. She don't get to take a stance like that. She don't get to be full-blown like that. Why would Monique be coming to you for advice? Monique's trying to be full-blown with her shit. She's not being on the low about what she got going on and what they treating her like. But she's up there having to defend her point. Your boy, DJ Envy on the Breakfast Club interview. Well, I'm gonna say just fuck what Whoopi Goldberg's talking about. I don't respect Whoopi, and this is the type of shit that she's been into. So ain't nobody really listening to Whoopi and what she's talking about. But either way, your boy DJ Envy, he says from a business standpoint, why would I, as a business person, offer you a high number when I know ain't nobody offering you the numbers like that? So basically, he's like, well, it justifies your disrespect because ain't nobody really offering you anything. Ain't nobody really bidding on you like that. And she explains why ain't nobody been bidding on her, because she's been blackballed because she came out and spoke out against Lee Daniels and Oprah. I think maybe Tyler Perry too, but she's going against the black boule. Y'all will talk about the black boule. Y'all will try to break down the black boule, but then soon as these puppets are saying something about somebody, y'all just believe it. That doesn't make sense to me, black people. Makes no sense. How easily they're able to control the narrative through these blackface puppets, through these people whom y'all apparently trust and respect, which I don't see how you trust Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, and Oprah. I don't even understand y'all's trust in these people. That confuses me. It blows my mind. It blows my fucking mind, and I could get on them, and but that'd be a whole nother. That's a whole nother situation. But it blows my mind that y'all trust them so completely that no matter whatever they say is that's how it is. You get enough people to say the same thing about somebody. That's just how it is, right? Get enough people to call you crazy, enough people to say that you're hard to work with. They've been doing that to people that came out here and spoke out against them uh, for so long, and particularly black people. They've been doing it for too long for y'all to keep saying, well, just ignore it, just suck it up. And then once a black person does come out here against this Hollywood Illuminati fucking system, then y'all want to act like y'all don't know what the fuck going on no more. Now it's, well, I don't know. Like, well, you do know. They think that money rules and controls everything. And if you won't fucking coon it up for them, then something's wrong with you. Because you wouldn't take the money we offering you. Well, she didn't take the crawlback money from Netflix, which y'all expect her to. But y'all want to come out and be against her. I remember watching The Breakfast Club, and they've interviewed some characters, to say the least. But I remember an interview in particular when they did it when they was talking to Hillary Clinton, right? And Hillary Clinton, known racist, supporter of Margaret Sanger, a supporter of Goldwater as well, racist motherfuckers. They never said anything to her about these things. Y'all black people championed Hillary Clinton. Breakfast Club championed Hillary Clinton. That don't strike y'all as odd, at least in the slightest. I mean, if you're even just a person that will think about it for a second, like why the fuck would racist ass Hillary be able to go on this show and everybody's just all cool and laughing and chill and everything's good? It doesn't make any fucking sense, y'all. But y'all trying to make it make sense. It doesn't. Now, again, if you don't agree with her methods and how she's going about it, that's fine. I understand that shit. But to be completely against a black woman is talking about some real shit that's actually going on. You standing up against yourself. You're being against yourself. Most of the videos I see where people talking about Monique, they're all negative. All of them are negative. She needs to shut up about this thing. I'm tired of hearing about Netflix. I'm tired. Well, y'all saying the same things that people say about racism, period. Even if you take Netflix off the table, then we're just dealing with straight up racism or and gender inequality. Both things happening at one time. How are you gonna say you getting tired of somebody's plight that looks like you? That doesn't make it. That's like motherfuckers be like, well, y'all black folk, I'm tired of hearing about police brutality. Well, we tired of experiencing it. It ain't my fault that this is the conversation. We're still experiencing it. So, it is what it is. A lot of motherfuckers say even when she used the example of Harvey Weinstein and used this whole Me Too movement, that was a bad comparison. because people are so fucking stupid. And again, they were so ready to be against Monique. She didn't say it was, she was not trying to make them equivalent. Even Charlamagne gonna say, hold on now. Don't be comparing. Like, shut your dumb coon stupid ass up, Leonard. God, I wish you'd have let me talk to that motherfucker. You shut your ass up because you know damn well that's not what I'm saying. The example she gave was talking about the fact that it was silent and kept on the low for so long. That was the only reason she brought Weinstein up. It stayed silent for so long because wasn't nobody saying anything. The same reason that when black folk going through shit and we stay quiet about it, it goes on for so long because ain't nobody saying it and everybody's scared. It's the same situation. That's the only reason she brought up that whole Me Too bullshit to even to frame as to, well, why ain't nobody saying nothing about Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, or Oprah? Why ain't nobody saying nothing? Because they cool. These black actresses, actors and actresses, they're cool being underpaid. I even heard your boy got underpaid for Black Panther. But that's cool. I've seen people make videos about Black Panther and they talk about it, but he ain't saying nothing about it. He's gotten a low amount for, I think, all the movies he's been in comparison to what some white man may get in this situation. He ain't said nothing about it. That's what they doing though, to take that. Charlamagne even kept throwing or trying to throw Tiffany Haddish in the situation, which I don't think Tiffany Haddish is funny at all. I think if I'm going to say that Amy Schumer isn't funny, then Tiffany Haddish isn't funny to me either. But Tiffany Haddish is hot right now. I do respect her, the hustle that she got, and I don't know what dotted lines she signed on to get the type deals that she's getting. Because if y'all say it's just because she's hilarious, I'm gonna have to look at you like, well, not really. And that doesn't really explain hosting Saturday Night Live. She's about to be hosting the MTV Movie Awards. You know, she did do Girls Trip, and she played the loud, ratchet, dick crazed best friend of the characters, or they was a little friend girl group. She did do that, but it's just like, that's not hilarious to me. It may be hilarious to y'all, and again, I'm not knocking Tiffany, but that's just not hilarious to me. Her acting like a stereotype of a black woman. That's not cool. But I can bet money that Tiffany, whatever uh, forms of racism that she witnesses within Hollywood, she does not mention them. That's a safe place to be in. You can talk about maybe racism in the world. They may let you get away with that. But you're not about to talk about racism within Hollywood. Because for a while, for the longest until now recently, sexual assault wasn't something you talked about in Hollywood. It just happened. It was just normal. And people sucked it up and kept moving. That's the reason it was able to happen so long. That's the frame that she brought Harvey Weinstein in on. This is what she's saying. But y'all motherfuckers wanted to be so against her and was already ready to come up with counter arguments against her because you don't like her. That this is the type of shit you saying she's trying to make a sexual harassment or sexual assault equivalent to her being mistreated and getting offered this low ass amount by Netflix. And that's not what the fuck she's doing. It was silent for so long because it was a normal thing. Everybody just accepted it. It was just, it was what it was. Bend over, take this work, you'll get this check. It's cool. Now they speaking up in large number, as a matter of fact, overly large number, if you ask me, but in large number, they're speaking up. And y'all will tell people that those people have a legitimate gripe to speak about because they're a group. Monique is out here right now by herself, for the most part. Some of her fans are on her side, and I wouldn't call myself a fan of Monique, but I am a fan of my people, most definitely. You can call me a fan of black people. That's what I am. If I'm gonna be a fanatic about something, well, it's about my people. So I do think that Monique is talented. I do think that, but I wouldn't necessarily call myself a fan of Monique. But I'm a fan of her because she's black and she actually has a legitimate cause that y'all are trying to minimize by making it about $500,000, making it about how she hasn't done comedy in a while, making it about how she's not funny to you, or she's irrelevant to you, or she's old, or she's, hard to work with. Y'all making it about shit like that. Now, should she, and she did say she was coming out with stand-up special. She did say that, and I most definitely think she should do that. And from doing that stand-up special without the help of Netflix, I think that, especially for older black women who, these little young girls like Tiffany Haddish and stuff like that, they're not their cup of tea. They're not their cup of tea. And Monique was talking about some more and people like that, because she's basically asking Charlemagne, like, look, so what you're saying is no black woman is worth, no black woman, and then he brought up Tiffany, this is when he brought Tiffany Haddish, no black woman but her has ever been worth this type of money. And we supposed to continue to be content with that. And I know Tiffany Haddish is cooning it the fuck up. That's what she's doing to solidify herself. Monique has been called difficult to work with because she's out here defending other people. She's not gonna let people be disrespected around her, and that made me respect her even more when I heard, when she was telling, or when I think her husband was speaking at the time, talking about how and why the people are saying she's difficult to work with and what happened. It's one thing for you to say, well, somebody's a coon. You know what I'm saying? We'll say that all the time. Well, you just gonna call somebody a coon. Y'all can't just be. Well, if somebody say, well, somebody's a coon, and here's why. You can agree or disagree with the reasons, but they're giving you an explanation as to why they call them that. People are just saying Monique hard to work with. They're not telling you why or how she is. And she even said to Angela Yee, look, if these people, Angela Yee gonna read some type of goddamn tweet about somebody that worked for some magazine, maybe Essence magazine, and she talked about how Monique was difficult to work with, but she not framing it though. You got 250 characters now on Twitter. People go ham about the dumbest shit in the world. Tell the whole story. Tell exactly how Monique was difficult to work with. And I think Monique was really, really, she was getting frustrated because she didn't understand how her own people could be against her the way that they are. Three of her own people in different ways sitting around her being difficult and trying to not understand what she's saying and still justifying Charlemagne giving her donkey of the day. And when she goes to what she said, white, I guess, broadcasts or shows, even the white folk ain't treating her like black folk treating her. Ain't that something? Y'all, we got to look at that. Why the fuck are black people so hell bent on going ham on their own people? Y'all call yourselves Wakandians now. Y'all Team Black Panther and all this shit that y'all fake talking about. But here you have somebody talking about gender racial inequality as far as pay, and y'all gonna shit on her. And y'all from Wakanda now. That's where y'all going. Do y'all stand up for black people in Wakanda? Do y'all do that? And even if you don't stand up for them, can you just shut your dumb ass the fuck up instead of coming out here being against your people? Because Monique said that white folk ain't got to do no campaign against her, really. They just use black folk. I mean, that's all they got to do. Throw some information out there and let black people take it around with it. They murder their own. Ha 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 ha. That's what white people get to do. And that's what y'all continue to allow. You can't even shut the fuck up. I don't even know who she is. Well, then shut the fuck up. Where are you talking? If that's, I've seen comments, I don't know who she is. They start off like that and then go ham on her. What are you talking for? You don't know who she is. Then don't say anything. It's too attractive to black people to be against their own people. It's like we just salivating at the mouth, waiting for somebody to come out here and stand up against something. And we go ham on them. We know Hollywood got some fucked up bullshit going on in there. A lot of gay shit going on, a lot of racism going on. But when you talk about those things within the industry, just like Cat Williams did on his stand-up, he talked about this gay ass shit within the industry. Where he talked about these fucking weird ass parties they be having. Then he starts getting arrested and shit every 3 days. If y'all don't see what the fuck is going on right in front of your face, as you've been watching this for years, that they will call people crazy for standing up for themselves, you choosing to be blind and you choosing to be against your own people. That's the choice you're making. That's how I know with Monique and her situation, standing up for black people, it's some difficult shit. Because just like I tell people all the time, they will be the ones against you the most. And that's sad. Black people are against me more than white folk. Same thing Monique said. So I felt that when she said it. I'm like, God damn, she ain't lying. More than your own fucking, your own people who can't at least just shut the fuck up. If you ain't got nothing to say or offer some type of encouragement to Monique, then be quiet. Let her go through it. You're going to keep watching Netflix anyway. You don't have to, I mean, do your thing. Do whatever it is you got to do. If she come to your city, don't go to her show. If that's what you feel like you need to do. But to come out here on social media and just be typing your dumbass paragraphs, long comments about Monique and what she should be doing, but you calling yourself down for Team Black, you Wakanda now? This doesn't make any sense. This is why I know that Black Panther shit, that's just a movie to y'all. This ain't pushing the culture forward. All this dumb shit I'm hearing about it, it can't be. It's impossible that is. That's the situation. Because y'all standing against somebody that's standing up for people that look like you. Which I guess is the reason why a lot of y'all, are in the situation that we're in. But we experience this stuff all the time. Black people do. We experience bullshit all the time. And a lot of stuff we just let slide. It doesn't sound like Monique lets shit slide. And it may make her difficult to work with. Because she got pride. Anybody with pride gonna be difficult to work with. If you expecting them to accept bullshit all day. From you or some random ass white folk. Of course they're difficult to work with to you. To somebody who is in support of white supremacy. Hell, somebody might say I'm difficult to work with because I won't let a white man call me boy. No, he got an attitude problem. He got a temper problem. I've had white motherfuckers at work that call themselves being over me want to call me boy. And I corrected them motherfuckers. You're not about to call me that. You can send me home. But if you call me a motherfucking boy again, me and you gonna have a goddamn problem. I will clock out and beat your motherfucking ass if I need to. Now, yeah, I didn't cuss him out like that, y'all. I don't want y'all thinking I was full-blown thugging like that. But what I did say is, you're not going to call me a boy. I don't know who you call boys, and that may be cool to what you do to other people, but my name is Robert. You can call me Rob if you're feeling friendly. But that's it. Not boy. And if he was to go home and talk to whoever he needs to talk to, he may say, well, damn, that Robert's a tough kid to work with. Well, it's because I'm not going to let you disrespect me. I'm not going to let you, talk crazy in front of me about black people. I don't allow it. I don't allow it. Nowhere in life do I allow this type of bullshit. And that's the same shit Monique going through. So I know what it is. And she don't have to be quiet about it. She says she's gonna keep trying to make her money the other way she's been getting this money as she's been blackballed here for a while. But the least thing y'all black folk can do is shut the fuck up. I don't respect Charlemagne. I don't respect Angela Yee. I don't respect DJ Envy. I don't respect neither one of them motherfuckers. Because they too wishy-washy. He could have explained why he made her donkey of the day. And he could have gave her some answer as to, or at least backed up off of like, okay, you right. I didn't know all the information. I still don't really believe that you should have gotten what Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock got, and maybe not even Amy Schumer based on what she does, but the deal they offered you is some bullshit. And I could have possibly waited and seen the intricacies of the situation as opposed to just saying $500,000 is a lot of money. You should have took that. I could at least did that because I'm black. Because I'm a black man. I'm not going to be against you like that. He could have at least made amends for it. Because she didn't say that she should make exactly what they make. But 500K is some bullshit. I contend, just like in my first video again, at least $6 or $7 million. At least. I mean, at least that. It just bothers me, y'all. That y'all faking this pro-black shit, faking this Wakanda shit, and y'all continuing to be against a woman who is angry about how this shit is playing out and is angry at the fact that her people are against her. Some people was asking, why she on there with that aggressive spirit? Look how she's been treated. Ever since, hello, loves. Ever since then, black folk been going ham on her. So I can imagine her energy is aggressive. But she wasn't disrespectful. And she was standing up for her people. And I can respect that because you don't find a lot of that going on out here right now. At all. So the people that do, how can y'all be against them? Y'all would have been the same ones. The same ones. Still in Jim Crow era. Black codes. If we supposed to just suck it up for forever and just take it. Because we insignificant. We don't matter. That's what this government and this society been telling us for centuries, hell. That's what we've been told. And now we got our own people that's going to tell another black person the same thing. White folk ain't even got to do it no more. That's all the fuck I want to say, y'all. Comment if you feel the need to comment. It's your motherfucking mans in them, y'all. I'm out.